And that's when I said Dracula's favorite fruit is a nectarine.
Oh, you know I'm a sucker for those vampire jokes.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we have a visitor.
Hello, and welcome to Collections of the Classics. This evening we'll be showcasing our 5-disc DVD collection of all of your favorite movie classics, 19th century urban Gothic style.
Yeah, you heard that correctly. A 5-disc DVD collect of all your favorite movies. Who can forget how directors brought our favorite Victorian women together in Mean Girls?
Absolutely. This version certainly captures how urban Gothic era authors portrayed their female characters as both quaint wallflowers and women challenging societal norms.
Let's take a look.
Let me tell you something about Safi, the Turkish girl. We were best friends in middle school. I know, right? It's so embarrassing. Whatever. Then, in 8th grade, I started going out with my first boyfriend, Arthur. He was totally gorgeous. But then he moved to Indiana. Safi was like weirdly jealous of him. Like, whenever I blew her off to go hang out with him, she'd be like, "Why didn't you call me back?" And I'd be like, "Why are you so obsessed with me?" And then I had a pool party for my 8th grade birthday party. And I was like, "Safi, I don't think I can invite you because I think you're a representative of feminism." I mean, I couldn't have a feminist at my party. There were going to be girls in their bathing suits. I mean, she was a feminist. And then her mom called my mom and started yelling at her. And then she dropped out of school because no one would talk to her. And then she came back in the fall of her high school and she had her hair cut and she was like really weird. And now, I guess she's ran off to find her true love.
Lucy, you can't just ask people why they can't have 3 husbands.
I'm Dr. John. Women, don't use your brains because you're getting overwhelmed and die. Don't think about writing journals. Don't write letters. Just don't do it, okay? Promise? Now go take a nap.
She doesn't even go here.
That little one, that's Elizabeth Frankenstein.
She's totally rich because her brother usurped the mother's power and created a monster.
Mina Harker knows everybody's business. She knows everything about everyone.
That's why her journal's so big, it's full of secrets.
And evil takes a human form in Lucy Westerna. Don't be fooled because she may seem like your typical, beautiful, innocent girl turned sex-driven vampire. But in reality, she's so much more than that.
She's the queen bee, the star. Those other 2 are just her little workers.
Well, wasn't that something? I have to admit, that was one of my favorite movies.
For reals. I'm always amazed how directors depict high school transforming people.
Did you say transforming?
I did.
Because that certainly reminds me of our next adaptation of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in The Shining.
The marginality of Jack Nicholson's character, Jack, in the original, varying between loving father and possessed maniac, perfectly fits the characterization of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde brilliantly. And it could be yours for just 3 payments of $19.95.
Must resist the evil.
Yeah.
Dr. Jekyll!
Henry isn't here right now, Mr. Poole.
Well, I believe that articulated the internal struggle of good and evil pretty well.
Can't argue with you there. Say, we know a female character with a similar struggle, don't we?
You may be thinking of Jane from the Yellow Wallpaper, the one who was fighting her inability to articulate her thoughts and feelings in an oppressive society.
That's the one, which makes her the perfect candidate to take on the role of Forrest Gump.
Open this door, Jane! Jane!
My mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. And it sure looks like I've got a room with creepy wallpaper, a know-it-all husband who treats me like a child, and a personality disorder. Now, you wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I could creep like the vines grow. From that day on, if I was going somewhere, I was creeping.
Creep, Jane, creep. Creep, Jane, creep. Creep, Jane.
Open this door, Jane!
Creep, Jane, creep. Creep, Jane, creep.
It's no use, young man. You can't open the door.
Jane!
Okay, so she wasn't Forrest Gump, but she sure could creep.
Dun,
Wait, where did Graham go?
dun, 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 dun. I'm here! I just had a quick wardrobe change into the banana suit. But, how are you?
Was that really necessary?
I don't know. We seem to all be going a little bananas here. But anyways,
Okay.
our next movie adaptation, we're going to share from the movie Jaws.
Oh, of course, yes. So Jaws, a classic movie of man versus fish. What could possibly make that better?
Well, vampires always make it better. And look at Twilight.
Not what I was going for, but true in our case. So, Bram Stoker's Dracula was a natural adaptation here, and I have to say, it went swimmingly.
It's okay, Lucy.
It's okay.
It's okay. If only we knew what was wrong.
Well, it wasn't a pin accident, and it wasn't the flu, and it wasn't smallpox, and it wasn't Jack the Ripper. It was a vampire. We're going to need a bigger blood bank. We're going to need a bigger steak.
There he is!
Let's get him!
Fresh with the blood of earth.
No, wait, you're going to need a bigger knife.
Nah, yo, we got this.
That gives me chills every time.
How about we lighten the mood with a musical?
I'd like that.
Swell! So, among our many movie adaptations, we have included a family classic, The Sound of Music, adapted in terms of the turn of the screw. Much like Maria, the governess in Henry James's novel is going through a period of self-awareness.
Yeah. In that version, it certainly seems the children have more to fear than the soldiers chasing them across the country.
Oh, society, consistently oppressing the female, causing her occupational uncertainty to bring about psychological uncertainty. A terrible combination.
We're also aware that the most movie buffs are fans of movie soundtracks. So we've added a special bonus for you.
Acts within the next 10 minutes, and we'll include the album Liminal Luminosity, the soundtrack to all things marginal and mad. So order today.
Woo!
Okay.
So order today!
I also checked.
We're filming.
What?
Ah, come on.
Bloopers!
Damn. Well, wasn't that something? I have to admit, that's one of my favorite movies.
For reals. It's always
It's
amazed
like
me.
Frills.
It is like frills.
Oh, I just-
This guy.
Oh, back to the script. Or interview.
It's always amazed me.
Now.
Go.
Lucy, boys, be quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna need a bigger steak.
Framewood's. That gives me chills every time.
How about we lighten the mood with a musical?
I like that.
Swell. Dang it.
All right, go for it.
And be serious.
Yeah.
Hey, that looks like my moles. Oh, wait, we're doing it?
Sappy.
Let me tell you about. Really, Sappy? Okay.
That gives me chills every time.
How about we lighten the mood with a musical?
I'd like that.
Swell. Among our many movie adaptations, we have included a family classic, The Sound of Music. I tried to keep it together.
Like must.
Dracula's favorite fruit is a nectarine.
Ha! 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 Oh.
That gives me chills every time.
How about we lighten the mood with a musical?
I'd like that.
Swell. Dang it, you.
Y'all, come on now.
No.
Can you see my face?
No. Turn your head. Turn your head. Go again.
Dr. Jekyll.
Henry isn't here right now. What is his name?
That's weird.
That gives me chills every time.
How about we lighten the mood with a musical?
I would like that.
Swell. Among them. No, I can't read that much.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Are you recording it now?
Did you learn anything else? Do you want me to talk
Good
now?
joke. I've never really taken algebra.
That gives me chills every time.
How about we lighten the mood with a
I'd like
musical?
that. I ruined that. I thought it was I apologize.
I'm Dr. John. Don't use your brain because you'll get overwhelmed and you'll die.
You're out of the shot.
This dinner ends at 8. Let's get this. Come on. Game faces. Hey man, just filming movies.